It's money to shit. Working that bitch. Ballin' like Swish. Diamonds wet like a fish. Pull up with them sticks. Come fuck with the clique. We fucked on your bitch. She sucking the dick.
His dreams, you know what I'm saying? Being good, man, being good in this business and you know, good things happening, you know. We don't, like I said, I don't talk bad about them guys unless, of course, I'm a hired mouthpiece for Dev, you know what I'm saying? And if Dev tell me to go, then I'm gonna go, you know. And when guys, you know, tend to talk shit or whatever, you know, I know how to talk shit, you know what I'm saying? I come from, you know, a spot, you know, that, you know, you had to have thick skin, you know what I mean? You know, if one person is talking, you don't just, you get mad because, well, they said that. Well, come back with your shit. You know what I'm saying? So when the brother said that, you know, that I said, you know, T-Ho, you know what I mean? Well, you know, that's how we talk on our end. If you ain't ready to get down, you know what I'm saying? And Mike said T-Ho, so, you know, we followed it up with it. But I never will say that he's not a great little young fighter. You know what I'm saying? I definitely believe that. But in order to, Devin has been blessed to be in a division, the lightweight division, with other great fighters. So it's a great place to be. But could you imagine being a cruiserweight, right? Being a hell of a cruiserweight, right? But you don't got nobody to fight at the cruiserweight. So you're a cruiserweight, but you're not a heavyweight, right? You're small enough to be a hell of a cruiserweight, but you're just not big enough to be a heavyweight, and there's nobody in the division. So you want to have your division stacked with competition. You want to be able to get on that stage, right? Like a LeBron and go against the Warriors team, go against a Steph Curry and all them, right? You want to be on that big stage, and you want to have the doubters, you want to have the haters, and you want to be able to prove them wrong, right? You want to earn the admiration of those fans, right? And we can't stress that enough, you know. So when I come on here and I'm cooking with the brothers, I'm not cooking with them and telling them that we don't want to make it fight happen. I'm cooking with them, telling them you're 100% right about your fighter, right? But you're 100% wrong when you say that Devin is not qualified and in the position to fight them. And you're 100% wrong when you're saying that the people don't want to see that fight. We've worked to get in the position that we, you know, before, you know, some fighters that they'll say, oh, well, you don't bring nothing. You don't bring no fans. You don't bring no nothing. You don't bring nothing. Well, we've worked, right? We've showed our work. We got fans, and we bring them, right? Just like Teofimo has fans. It has all the makings of a great event, a big event. So does the Ryan Garcia. So does Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? And those are fights that you look for. You look to show out and showcase in front of the world.
Yeah, and they got history with each other, man. It's bad blood for real. The back and forth has been going on for like 2 years now. Devin Haney versus Teofimo Lopez, man. I think it's one of the biggest fights in boxing. I think it's one of the best fights in boxing for sure. You know, so what's your thoughts when I've been hearing people say Teofimo Lopez is the supreme champion in the WBC? Like, where did they get this name from, man? You know, because I know
listen, the thing about that is you rock with that. If they say he's the supreme champion, it still takes two to tango. He still needs a dance partner. And if they want to dress him up as the supreme champion, what is he going to look like when he loses? What is the person that beats him going to look like? So let him dress him up like that. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you don't have a supreme champion, and then you decide to pick a George Kambosos. No disrespect to George Kambosos and his team, but instead of picking a Devin Haney, right? You know what I mean? That's all that I'm saying is you can make him as big as you want. You can give him as many belts and all the stuff. He still has to come back and show out. You know what I mean? He still has to come back and give the people. He's a young fighter, right? So he has to come back and fight, right? No matter what, right? He parade around like as if he has everything in the world. You still have to come back and put everything on the world on the line.
Yo, BH, man. You know what? I'm gonna tell you like this, man. There's no such thing as a supreme WBC champion. They just made that term up. They made that name up. I think they got that name from me because I was Mr. Supreme, and now they saying Supreme. You know what I mean? Like, I think they got that from me.
Come on, H.
Hey, then they start saying he a supreme WBC champ. I'm like, man, these niggas lost their mind, man. These
Hey,
niggas crazy.
That's like my grandma. When I say something like that, she says, "Come on now, man."
Yeah, BH. I'm like, man, come on. Hey, look, how many franchise champions in boxing? This is not like the WBA. They saying they got a WBC regular. Ain't no such thing as that, man. So they making up all type of names for these belts now. They lying, bro. And at the end of the day, Teofimo Lopez, he's not undisputed. The whole world know it. So let's make the fight happen.
Bro. Hey, I'm happy. Listen,
you hear me? I was clear.
I wasn't able to. Listen, yeah, you're clear. But we're very happy. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't able to get Major Key today, but we was able to get Young Bill. You know what I'm saying? So Young Bill, you know what I mean? With all respect, he's given us the respect that at least to say that he wants to fight. Major Key saying that he wants to fight, although he feels that Teofimo, he likes Teofimo, and that's okay. But he wants to see the fight. So that's all that you can ask, bro. You can't ask a person or tell a person who they supposed to cheer for or what they think or what they, who they think is going to win. You can't say that. You know what I mean? But a major accomplishment is when their favorite fighter, when they say, okay, my favorite fighter, I'd like to see him fight your guy. That's it. That's all that you can ask for, and all the other spins and narratives that was being created about Devin and, well, he needs to fight Nakatani, or he needs to fight Richard Comey, or he needs to fight any of those other guys. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, those would be great fights too, right? But the fight that we're talking about and the fight that everybody else is talking about is Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez, right? And just like Young Bill said, I want to be optimistic about it. Once we handle our business with Jorge Linares, the tough and rugged Jorge Linares, then we'll be available to revisit this conversation. And when, Teofimo Lopez, gets through Cambosos as well, he will be able to stand on everything that he said,
Yeah, definitely. Right. Yeah, hopefully.
Right.
Yeah, hopefully the fight can happen next. That's what Bob Arum said. He said Devin Haney should fight. He should fight Jorge Linares, and then we can make the Teofimo Lopez fight. So that's what's going on. So hopefully the fight is going to happen. When could we expect an announcement on that Jorge Linares fight?
Well, I guess the announcement will come down once we know completely that the Lomachenko thing was off the table, because when Devin and Lomachenko got to going back and forth, that was the first time that we ever heard that we had action at Lomachenko, right? Lomachenko had said that before, is that Devin had to get a belt, right? So when he got the belt, they said that the franchise belt was the supreme belt or whatever, and he didn't need to fight him. He wanted to unify with Teofimo Lopez. So then Devin talked to him this last time, and Devin said that Lomachenko said, "Are you organizing the fight?" Did you see that, Young Bill?
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay,
I saw that.
So when he say organizing the fight, you can't organize the fight for ESPN. You can only organize the fight for DAZN, because that's the platform you own. You with Matchroom, right? So Devin said absolutely he can organize the fight, and he'll be ready in April, into April, and the beginning of May, right? So with that saying, then Eddie has reached out to Bob. Of course, Bob talk to me on Barbershop Conversations, and he said that have Eddie call. Well, Eddie called him. You know what I'm saying? And I also reached out to Igis Klimas, right? Who's Lomachenko's manager, to make the fight happen, right? So if that fight can't happen, then of course Jorge Linares is the next up.
So how likely do you think that it would? So most likely it's probably going to be Linares, because like you said, Loma already knows he can't. He should have said that he couldn't go over there.
Yeah, well, initially when I'm talking to Igis Klimas is saying to me, his manager told me out of his mouth that he can't come over there, that he has an exclusive with ESPN, right? That's what Igis Clemens has said. But with Bob Arum and Bob Arum's deal, according to my attorney as well, that Bob Arum is able to sign off on it and send them over, right? So we'll see.
Yeah, the same way he did when Cambosis fought against Lee Selby on the zone. He signed off on that fight,
Well, the
so
same
he could
way,
do the same thing.
And also the same way that he signed off on Jose Ramirez, who was killing him. Jose Ramirez was killing him, selling out Fresno. He was selling it out, big stadium, selling it out on ESPN. But he chose to sign off and send him down there to Texas against Maurice Hooker.
For that $4 million. He got that $4 million. He got that bag, didn't he? The zone be dropping that. Mikey Garcia went over there to fight Jesse Vargas, didn't he, for $7 million?
Well, it's no secret that both Eddie and DAZN are willing to pay the fighters their worth and make the fights happen. That is no secret, and it's no slight towards any other promoters or anything like that. Just the business that I know, right? And I'm not privy of any other business, right? But one thing I can say is that we've been happy with our situation.
That's why when you asked me would Tio want to be in the zone, I said, hey, yeah.
Well, I heard that as well. I heard that he wants to be.
Yeah, he already said that.
Yeah, he said that. He told Eddie Hearn. He said I'll take over Matchroom in the zone, and then Eddie Hearn said we can't talk about that.
Right.
So, well, he told the girl behind the what's it called, behind the scene? What's the girl? The cute Latina girl.
You talking about behind the gloves?
He said that most
behind
recently.
the gloves. Yeah.
He said that most recently.
Yeah, the other day.
He said that.
He said that on
I
Akim
think
Barak
it was.
too.
Yeah.
He said that on Akim Barak, I believe. Damn. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Bob's doing a bad job with speaking negative about his fighters, man.
Him and Bud Crawford, man. Like you got two stars over there you talking shit about, bro. That's one thing I can't get down with, man. That's not. You never supposed to shit on your own product, bro. If you trying to sell me something, you can't sell me something that you don't want to sell.
Exactly. That you don't want yourself, It's a throwaway at that point.
They be like, how you like that product? Well, shit, the rapping ain't cool. You be like, man, how you gonna sell that shit to me? So yeah, you can't talk down on your own product, dog.
I used to sell cars, man. I was in the car business for 23 years. And I'm the type of guy, I live and breathe by my reputation in the hood, in the streets, and as well as when I was selling cars.
Right.
And let me tell you, if I didn't like if it was a used car, if I knew it had some problems, I'm gonna talk you out of it. But if you want to buy it, you buying at your own risk. I don't put the disclaimer there. But now when it came down to new cars, I only sold new cars that I believed in. Once I learned the game, and I sell those all day long, But at the same time, I didn't talk stuff about the competition. And I didn't talk bad about my own product unless I can't put something in, help them in a positive way. So I always made sure I told him. Now Bob, he got some Ferraris that he's talking negative about. I've never seen anything like this in the business. It's crazy. I don't care how old he is. You don't do that. And then basically, matter of fact, Teofimo said that he heard that Bob was telling all the other organizations don't bid on that fight. And then I heard Eddie Hearn in an interview was saying that, he got a call and some other organizations got calls and they were saying don't bid on the fight because he was trying to keep the value down. Because he don't want to pay these fighters a lot of money. He want to make as much as he can off of him until he get to a certain point. That's what it's all about money. It's nothing else in between. It's all about money. But that's the wrong way to make your money. And see, that's how he lost Mayweather in the past, because he wasn't paying the man. He wasn't promoting him like he should have. And now he's talking negative about these guys. These guys should be able to get out of their contracts with him saying negative stuff in his own video. They should be able to get out of their contracts. I don't know what those contracts say anything legally, but I mean, it's obvious that if you're talking negative about your fighters, which is your product, that you're going to suppress them so they can't get all these great fights, so they can make this great money, and that should be a breach of contract, in my opinion. but I'm not an attorney and I'm not a part of that contract agreement. But that's the way I see it.
And you know what, OG? They also dropped the email. They also leaked the email where Todd DeBuff, which is the Bob
Yeah.
Arum's stepson, they
Yeah,
leaked
I
that
heard about
email
that.
too. Yeah, they
Yeah.
said they have real visual proof of that. So
Yeah, they were emailing and calling people.
yeah, so that might be
crazy.
enough to breach contract because that's real evidence. Unless you recorded the conversation, you just hearsay. But they got real proof that email was sent out. So that
Right.
might be enough. That might
And
be enough.
I brought that up because Bob was saying that hopefully Triller is willing to buy him out of his contract. But hey, Triller may not be the ones to get that contract. What may happen, they may have a legal dispute, and they might get out of that contract, and he might end up with the zone anyway, with the matchroom.
And that would be nice because that fight would definitely happen with him and Dev. If that don't happen, then what y'all saying about Tio?
And it's a duck season.
If y'all saying
it's
what y'all
already
saying
duck
about
season. It's already duck season, man.
See, big bro, I don't agree all the way, but if they were saying like what y'all saying about Ryan, if Tio was on the zone and that shit didn't happen, I would have to start looking the same way.
I'm not mad at a fighter trying to get more money, but I know Trill Bill and Teofimo's father had a word or two on Punch about $4 million.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, Teofimo was trying to hit Eddie up for 10 million or something like it. But he know he wasn't gonna get no 10 million from anyone. He just put that out there.
Look how much he ended up getting.
Right, and that's a proven fact. And
see,
it was a high.
I was around in the
you were more. You were more because. Well, let me ask you this, and then I'll know if you were more or not. Were you guys offering him $4 million on his behalf, or $4 million for the entire fight on both sides?
Well, no.
As a whole,
no. What I asked his dad was, if I was to go get the zone to give you $4 million, would you accept that?
But that was
right?
$4 million for them. Then that's what I thought I heard.
Yes,
I want to make
them.
sure. I didn't want to be speaking out of turn. So to me, him only getting 65% of the $6 million is less than what you guys offered. So you guys had the bigger pay for him.
Absolutely.
Because I mean, after he pay all of his handlers and everything, Bob got to get his money. Of course, he still would have had a little bit more than what he's gonna have now.
Hey, so Trill Bill, what did Tio's dad say when you said that to him? Because I ain't see that. I don't know much about that.
No, his dad said yeah. His dad said yeah, I would take it. And
yeah, he sure did.
And then the next weekend, right, or subsequently the next fight or whatever, right? He runs up on Eddie and them and says, "Give me $10 million and I'll fight Devin Haney," right? Which should be the ultimate compliment that you would want $10 million to fight Devin, right? But then you come back later on and say, "Who is Devin fought?" How do you get $10 million for a fighter that ain't never fought nobody?
Yeah, that's some weird. I didn't know all. I mean, I seen the 10 million shit, but I didn't know he agreed to 4 million with you on like in person. And Tio's dad, y'all talked and shit like that. I didn't know that.
Shout out to Punch Drunk Boxing, you know what I mean? And it happened on his show.
Oh, word? Okay. I'm gonna go back and check it out. How long? Hey, y'all know how long ago this was, so I can go back and go through the videos and find it. I'm just gonna type it in probably.
Yeah,
it's probably about 3 weeks ago, wasn't it?
It's Bill Haney and Devin Haney on there.
Okay, I'll find it.
Excuse me, Bill Haney and Teofimo.
All right. I'm gonna look at that. That's crazy though. But yeah, I could see some shit like because Manny asked for 40 million to fight Bud, and that damn sure I know he wasn't gonna get that shit. I know that's why you gonna fight Mikey because I know damn well he ain't barely make half of that against Thurman. He probably made 20 against Thurman. Shit. So yeah, damn. 10 million, boy, that's deep. Shit.
Tell Major Key, man, I appreciate you. I appreciate the healthy conversation, the healthy dialogue, and the energy, man. You guys, that you give Devin and you talk about Devin, it means the world to us, good, bad, or indifferent. The fact that you acknowledge who he is, right? And you give us the energy means all the world, because we had to work from a position where people weren't acknowledging him, weren't paying attention to him. We come up out of, Tijuana, and people would say oh, Tijuana ain't shit and all that, cab drivers, and they would totally disrespect TJ. And that's not the TJ that we know. We know that going down there and taking a young fighter, you know, and not getting hurt, getting up out of there, getting a great win and getting experience, man, is a hefty load. You know, it's not just easy to go down there and do it. But, you know, shout out to everybody, you know, that was down there at TJ, you know, all the, you know, the people that supported us, you know what I mean, and helped us get there. We're totally indebted and grateful to TJ, to Tijuana. That's why we always talk about it. We always bring up, you know what I mean, TJ. We don't never let people forget that we came out of Mexico. You know, people tend to want to, you know, that would be probably what they would want us to say the last thing, you know, from, I don't know, you know, from like executives and stuff, right? Because when fighters get up on it and they know that you can go down there and you can get the experience, and the people down there in Mexico show crazy love, but you got to work, right? Because they're fighters, they don't take no pride in just, you know, their fighters being tomato cans. You pick the opponents, right? But you know, you pick the right kind of opponents, and you gonna get everything that you want, man. I'm talking about they got fighters down there that Bob Arum and Golden Boy been bringing on for years and years and years. That been upsetting people. You know what I mean? So you can get the kind of work you need down there for sure, for sure.
Hey, Trill, let me say one more thing for you, bro. I don't know if you
Hey,
want to go
Bill. Hey, your boy Rap Star pull back up. What
Hey,
up, Rap Star?
Rap Star in the building.
Hey, Big Rap, let me
To
ask
all
Bill
the
one more
brethren
question.
from the other side of the pond. What's
Hey,
going on?
what's up, Big Rap? I know you probably just woke up. You sound refreshed. Hey, let me get one
Hey,
question.
listen, it's Trill Bill on the channel.
Man,
Yeah,
listen, how much hating are you gonna do, Rap Star? Because I'm here to stop all that shit.
Hey, listen, I got a lot of love for you, Bill. There's
I
no
can't
hate
tell,
here,
Rap
brother.
Star. I can't tell, Rap Star. You sound like a hater.
Hey, look, Bill. You said that I was capping. Somebody sent me that. So there's people looking out for Rap Star on the YouTube, and somebody said that you came on there saying that I was capping, Bill. What's that about, my brother?
I'm not saying that you capping. I'm saying that you hating. And I'm
No,
saying
I'm not hating, bro. I'm not hating. Come
you
on,
asked me
Bill.
what I said.
I'm a boxing pugilist. I'm
Listen,
not a hater.
Listen, you don't back it up with no facts, Rap Star. You back it up with hate. And let me tell you one thing, though, right? Is you never say the one thing that we look for you to say is that Teofimo Lopez could have made the fight with Devin Haney, and he didn't.
Bill, my brother, let me speak on that. I spoke to them, and they told me, can Bill Haney bring the 4 million to the table? When you came on Punch Drunk saying, yo, maybe I might have to bring something to the table. Right. And let me tell you, when I came back to you, Bill, you never bring the contract to the table. You left them to it for about 2-3 months.
No, definitely not 2-3 months. Come on,
you
brother.
left them for 8-9 weeks hanging, bro.
Wait a minute, brother. It cannot be 2-3. It cannot be 2 or 3 months because they have all fought within that time. Then 2 or 3 months, we were talking about Gamboa 2 or 3 months ago.
But 8 weeks ago, we spoke on Punch Drunk channel. 8 weeks ago.
Good brother. We were 2-3 months ago. We was talking about Gamboa. So
yeah, but 2 months ago. Where was we 2 months ago at the end of January?
Right, well, let me tell you this then.
It's documented. I got the documents.
Did he not go from 4 million to 10 million within 2-3 months?
Bill, this was after the Australian. Listen, look. I'll get the video and I'll put the video up tomorrow. Then, Bill, this was after the negotiation when Australia and them they started negotiating. Australia told them that they might be able to get 10 million if they come to Australia and fill up the stadium. But soon as Australia decided that they were going to shut down their stadiums, the money of 10 million turned into 9 millions.
Australia has never had it opened for a stadium full of people for any kind of fight since the pandemic started.
Yeah, but before that, they were hosting a couple of fights.
Listen, they've never hosted since the pandemic started. They've never hosted.
Okay, I'm going to check for you the documents, the last few fights. Where did Tim Tszyu fight? Where did Tim Tszyu fight?
He did not fight in a stadium full of people.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is before that, they were filling up the stadiums.
Listen, since the pandemic, nobody has had a stadium full of people, no 60,000 people.
So what happened to the 4 million when Teo Senior told you? Why don't you bring the 4 million to the table?
The 4 million was a possibility, but he ran up on Eddie and said 10 million.
Yeah, but you didn't bring no contract or no 4 million or nothing to the table.
Nor did he ask for 4 million. He asked for 10 million when he saw Eddie.
Bill, but he told you that day, at least bring the 4 and we'll sit down and we'll get
He voided the 4 million situation when he went to Eddie behind
Bill Haney. He told Bill Haney.
He did that with he did that. He did that. I know he did that.
He can respond another time.
We don't need no one
free
to
smoke.
speak
He
for
can
Bill
talk to
Haney,
us. Free
bro.
smoke. Let him talk. It's free smoke. Let him go. Go ahead,
People
Cinto.
don't need to speak for Bill Haney. This
Go
is
ahead.
Rapstar and
Now
Bill
he got an
Haney,
opinion
bro.
too, though. Rapstar, you got to let him talk too. Go ahead, Cinto.
Listen. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
he backdoored Trill Bill them within a few days. It wasn't no couple of weeks or nothing like that. It was within a few days. I remember those videos when they were putting out. And it wasn't no 2 or 3 months ago. I'm talking about maybe a month at the most.
There were 8 weeks ago.
It could be a month and a half.
Teo said he was going to send the offer. What about when Teo said he was going to send the offer? He never sent the offer. He lied about that and capped about it.
Hey, H-Money, before you speak for Bill,
no, wait a minute, Rapstar.
before you speak for Bill Haney, let me just say this.
Hold on,
Bill
Rapstar.
and Teofimo Senior spoke on Punch Drug openly,
Rapstar.
and Bill said he's going to go back to Eddie Hearn and DAZN, and if he brings 4 million to the table, will you accept? They said, bring the 4 million and we'll talk about it. Bill never came back to the table.
No, Rapstar.
That's the last time I ever had that conversation.
Let him speak, Rapstar. Go ahead, Bill.
No, Rapstar.
Go ahead.
When we talked about the 4 million, Bob Arum came out and said that Teofimo Lopez does not do any negotiating. None of his fighters do no negotiating, right? With fights. He dispelled every rumor that they were negotiating for Australia. What Bob Arum said is, we're waiting on our friends from Australia to come back with an offer. Bob Arum said that, and Teofimo Lopez was not in on that. What the 10 million that they were saying was not a real 10 million. Now, the 4 million from DAZN was definitely a possibility, right? And listen, I'm talking to DAZN. Teofimo Lopez is talking to DAZN. He's talking to DAZN right now. And when he got a chance to talk to Eddie Hearn about the 4 million, Eddie Hearn said, did you say 5 million? He said, no, 10 million. Eddie Hearn actually went up 1 million because he said, oh, I thought you said 5 million. He says, no, give me 10 million.
Right now, Bill, can I speak to that, Bill? What I'm saying is, Bill, when I went back to the Teofimo Lopez family, they said, tell Bill to bring something to the table. So we were pushing for that. But we never saw you come back with nothing concrete to put Teofimo Lopez back on the show again with Punch to say, okay, Teo, I've got 4 million to the table. Eddie Hearn and DAZN is happy to put the fight on. Nobody came back to nobody. So this is what they told me, Bill. This is what they told me, Bill. They said that this is what they told me. They said, Rapstar, Bill Haney's capping.
Listen,
he's not going to want the fight.
No, Eddie Hearn, we did come back. Eddie Hearn talked to him. He invited him to the fight. Right. He gave him seats, and he talked to him. And he talked to him on camera, right? And then Teofimo also said, put the camera down and said, no, we can talk about this after. And he still asked for 10 million.
So you're saying to me that Eddie Hearn verbally spoke to the Teofimo Lopez family, right? And he said to them that he can get the fight, and they said, give us 10 million. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely.
Okay. So let me ask this.
It's all on video.
Let me ask this then. Let me ask this. In that meantime, Bill Haney, the time when they were telling Eddie, we'll bring the money to the table because Australia's interested, there was nothing gone back and forth. There was just nothing going on, nothing concrete. Yes. Eddie Hearn doesn't seem to want to entertain the Lopezes. Now, why is Eddie Hearn not entertaining the Lopezes?
Oh, he's absolutely entertaining the Lopezes, but at $10 million, we knew that it could not happen.
But why not negotiate for 5, 6? Why not put something together instead of walking away from the whole subject?
No, he tried to negotiate. We all tried to negotiate. They did not want to take the $4 million.
Yeah, but they said that you guys never bring nothing to the table. You're just verbally talking. And
they're supposed to say that when they're trying not to have the fight.
Okay, well, listen. Let me ask you this then. Yes, they did not have a fight, and Eddie Hearn came and talked to them. Right? Eddie Hearn came and talked to them. There was no fight. There was no 10 million with Australia. There was no purse bid. Bob Arum was only offering 1.2, and Eddie was right there in their face, and Eddie was trying to make the fight happen, and they said 10 million.
Yeah, but the problem was when they met Eddie on that time when they verbally said, "Oh, we might be interested because we're getting 10 million." They were trying their luck as business to see what you guys come back with. But you guys have to understand, they already knew. They already had a figure in their brain. They wanted 4 million. They told me to tell you. You spoke to them. They said if he brings 4 million, then we'll be interested to maybe boycott Cambosis. And that was 8 weeks ago. So whoever the fuck is saying it wasn't 8 weeks ago, it was 8 weeks ago when they told you.
H Money, pull up.
I don't remember it being 8 weeks ago.
H Money, pull up.
I just started taking out Punch Drunk probably.
I'll put the video up tomorrow. I'm gonna put it up on my channel tomorrow. The video.
What'd you say, BH?
All right. Pull up the conversation between Eddie Hearn and Teofimo Lopez. Now, pull it up right now.
Hey, Rap Star.
Yeah, my
Let me ask you a question, bro.
Yeah, bro.
When just business. All right. When you're dealing with anyone, here in the States anyway, I'm sure it's the same way over there. When you're dealing with someone business wise, I don't care if it's $5 or 5 million. If there's business partners, right?
Right.
You've already started dialogue with one business partner. Is it respectful or disrespectful, or business one-on-one rather? A business is it ethical, I should say, to have a conversation for a certain amount of money to do business with one partner versus the other partner? That's I mean, where I come from, that's a form of total disrespect, and that's very much not ethical business.
Yeah, but isn't that the same thing what Bill Haney's doing right now?
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
No one can take you serious when you do something like that in business.
Yeah, but that's
and,
the same
and
thing
around the world.
Yeah,
and that's what they did. They were fishing and playing. They call themselves having to play conversations. They're not used to those type of conversations on that level. That's why they did what they did. Now, they didn't see anything wrong with it, but business ethics is wrong. You know. Yeah. Now, they hindered the process that was started, and like Bill said, Eddie did say 5 million. And that means that Eddie and his partners have talked about this fight, and they're ready to move forward and make something happen, but realistic numbers. And 5 million was bigger than he had ever seen before anyway, which he's still not getting 5 million now. However, what do you feel about business in that sense, as far as if someone's doing business that way? Let's say you had a business partner, and you're in a matter of fact, me, for example, I'm in business for myself. Now I'm letting go of business deal. The stuff I'm doing right now as we speak. This is my last week on this stuff because it's not working out for me. And instead of me going back and forth with the business partners, I only talk to one guy every time, and I let him know. And I didn't want to negotiate because I didn't think they'd get to my number anyway, and I didn't want to play any games. But I'm not going to backdoor that guy and go talk to the other business partner either.
Yeah, I like to answer that very, Yeah,
go right ahead.
Very, very simply for you. When I spoke to the Lopez's, they did tell me that the way that can I just finish the?
No, hold on, Rap Star. You've been cooking. It's on this video with Teofimo Lopez.
I've seen it. I've seen it.
No, hold on, Rap Star. It says the video was uploaded 2 months ago. Devin fought in 11/17. That was 3.5 months ago, right? So from the time that Devin fought, he come out to fight, right? And he's talking to Teofimo Lopez. So 2 months ago from now, where does that have you at?
Well, even though they was I'm asking you, we're going back from this guy's question, and now we're going back to you. So let's forget about this guy's question and let's go to you now, then, Bill, my brother.
2 months ago, where would that have you at?
Okay, 2 months ago, 8 weeks or whatever it was, I'm going to put the video up tomorrow. You came over to Punch Drunk and said openly.
Now, let me tell you.
You said openly.
2 months from now is January the 9th.
Well, whatever the dates are, I'm going to put the video up and I'll figure out the dates. But I'm giving you a rough estimate. I'm giving you a rough estimate the last time when you came on to speak to Teofimo Sr.
Listen, okay, hold on. Devin fought Devin fought 11-17, right? So between 11-17 and 2 months ago, January 9th, right? Between 11-17 and January 9th is 1 month and a half. It's 6 weeks in that time. So if you saying that Devin came right out of the fight on the 17th and did it, which was not true at all. We talked to
Didn't Devin get injured? Was Devin injured after the fight?
Listen, no, listen.
Because now I'm going to start breaking it down, bro.
We talked to Teofimo Lopez about the thing in 2020, in 2021, into 2020, beginning of 2021. By the time, in a matter of weeks, from the time we talked about the 4 million, bro, he was in Eddie's face saying 10 million. Can we play this video? So
but I'm just going to answer the question what the other brother said to me.
Let me watch
and
the
I'll
video.
Answer his question is going to answer yours as well.
Let's watch.
It's going to answer both of your questions.
Okay. Hold on, Rapstar. Hold on, Rapstar. Once we watch this video, what you're going to see is, and what I'm letting the people know is that neither Devin Haney nor Teofimo Lopez had a fight at this time. He said 4 million, and you're going to hear Eddie said, "Well, I thought you said 5." He says, "No, give me 10." So let's go.
Rapstar, I stand corrected. I guess it was 8 weeks. I didn't realize that much time had passed by.
Yeah, brother. Time flies, huh?
Yes, it does. Well, I live at nighttime, not during the day.
Look, as
wait
a
businessman, wait.
You can't blame people to try and price themselves like that, and then they negotiate.
Hold the phone. Wait a minute. This was uploaded December the 20th, 2020. Devin fought 11-17 against Gamboa. That's less than a month, or right at 4 weeks.
Yeah, I got you, Bill. I got you.
Yeah. So come on now, let's keep it real.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it real too, but
Okay.
You got to keep it real with me, yeah, bro.
Yeah, December 20th, 2020.
But Bill, why are you hating on a guy for trying to price himself to negotiate?
Wait, hold on, Rapstar.
No one's down on him about that, but we're talking about realistic business.
We fight Devin tomorrow. Devin, how much? 10 million. Okay. You can do that? Oh, shit. Yeah. Let's do it. You want to be allowed? That's the problem. You want to be talking to you?
They're laughing at me.
You know, I don't get in trouble. You don't want to breach contracts. You know. This is how we don't breach contracts.
Now,
taking the world and everything.
All right, now let's get back to the conversation. Yeah, we've seen this hundreds of times.
Hey, Bill, you want me to play it again, or that's cool?
No, I proved.
Oh, shit. Hey, let me tell you,
Okay,
Bill,
that's cool.
Bill, you all are businessmen, yeah? Bill Haney knows this more than anybody else.
Yes,
if
he
you
does.
Start yourself as a business and you put yourself at a mark, you can negotiate. Because let's not forget, Teofimo Lopez would have to give his IBF title to Cambosis to fight Devin Haney, right?
You
so
didn't have
obviously,
to.
You gotta let me finish, bro. Obviously, with Teofimo Lopez giving up his IBF title.
No, he didn't give up his IBF title.
No, he would have to if he fights Devin Haney.
No, he would not have to.
So what would he have to do? What would you have to do?
Well,
you would have to go to Cambosis, pay him 400,000, step aside money.
Hold on. No. That's not according to Dave McWaters. Dave McWaters' manager, and not according to Bob Arum, because on Barbershop Conversations, Bob Arum said he wants Ryan Garcia and he wants Gervonta Davis next. So why can't he have them next, right? And then say that you have to fight George Kambosos?
No, because this is the problem we're having, Bill Haney. If the man was going to lose his IBF title, he's going to go for his mandatory fight first. That was the biggest problem in this whole situation.
You have
the mandatory fight for the IBF. Listen, the IBF, I'm a boxing guy. The IBF was going to strip Anthony Joshua for not even fighting Pulev. Everybody in the IBF knows that the IBF is the hardest sanctioning body, right? They will fuck you up. They will take your title.
To defend it?
And this goes back to Bill Haney and Eddie Hearn. They have to go back to the IBF, renegotiate, give Kambosos $400,000.
Once again,
let me talk how it works.
Ref Star, that wasn't the case according to Bob Arum. That wasn't the case.
Bullshit, bro. He would lose his IBF title.
But Bob know if he can make a fight or not.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure tomorrow I'm gonna make a channel to see if you're right or if I'm right. Let's see who's telling the truth.
Okay,
we know who's telling the truth, bro.
Hey,
Teofimo Lopez was bullshitting. He didn't want that fight, bro. He had time to fight Devin Haney. Wait, hold up. I heard you talk, bro. Wait, hold up, bro. First of all, this guy colluded the whole damn time. He was bullshitting. And David McWaters, his manager, even said the same thing. He had a time to fight Devin Haney.
But he would lose his fucking IBF title.
No, he didn't have to.
With you?
He didn't have to, bro.
Not according to Dave McWaters.
These guys would have to go
Not
to
according
the
to
IBF,
his manager, bro. His manager
Bill
said
Haney
he
and
could do
Eddie
it.
Hearn would have to negotiate with the IBF, go pay Kambosos money, and then negotiate with Teofimo Lopez.
You're making shit up, Rap Star.
No, it's not. How would you make that fight without the IBF title?
Okay, listen, hold on.
Tell me that first.
Hold on. Not according to Dave McWater, right?
Bro, we're talking about the IBF.
Bro, that's his manager, bro. That's Teofimo Lopez's manager.
Okay, tomorrow I'm gonna check everything you're talking about because I already spoke to serious people in the IBF. They've already told me Teofimo Lopez would have lost his title if he doesn't fight Kambosos Jr. for the IBF title.
That's a lie, bro. He had time, bro. He had time to fight Devin Haney.
Bro, you guys didn't bring nothing to him.
What did his manager say? What did his manager say, bro? You're capping for Teofimo Lopez, bro. You're capping for Teofimo Lopez. He don't even want the smoke. He's ducking the fight, and we all know he's been ducking Devin Haney.
That's the real fucking lightweight champion in the world.
Let's go pass it around, bro. He's not even saying that stuff you're talking about, bro.
Let me say something that's gonna
You
cap all
constantly
this
capping
off.
for this man.
Let me say something that's gonna cap all this off. We all gotta understand this. Ref Star, you're a boxing guy, and
I love boxing, bro.
All right, we all do. But check this out. This is common sense right now. What I'm about to say. You're a fan. I'm a fan. H Money's a fan, and all the rest of the guys in the panel are fans of the sport. We love the sport, and we know more than the average fan does, or the casual fans. But we can't know more than people that are on the inside making these negotiations happen. We can't know more than Trill Bill. We can't know more than the Tio and his team. We can't know more than Eddie Hearn and his team. We can't know more than Bob Arum or Dave McWhorter. We don't know as much as these guys do. Now they can tell us fans anything they want to tell us, as long as they can tell us whatever, because we don't get to see all the intricate pieces and parts that makes these fights come together. The closest
but the problem is the business of boxing is different to the way that you think.
The closest that we came to that is when Devin Haney and the Russells were negotiating online about a fight. That's the closest I've ever known that fans were included in on this information. We're not privy to all the information these guys are talking about amongst each other. So whatever these guys are coming to are talking about in private, we don't know until they're talking together, phone to phone or face to face or however you want to call it. We don't know who's telling the truth and who's not telling the truth. All we know is what we hear.
Yeah, my problem is this, though. Can I just say this, right? And I'm going to go on mute. H Money, I'll go on mute if you want.
No, hold up. Let's go to the Shadow Ghost in the boxing section.
Yeah, I just want to say one thing.
Yeah. I just wanted to I just wanted to come in just real quick, man, and just say what's up to Bill Haney, man, and always just show respect to just people on the panel and H Money, man. What's good? I remember the day, man. That was the first day that I met Bill Haney. Was that day with the 4 million and everything like that, and it was on Punch's channel, and that was when Punch told everybody to go backstage. And I remember when you was Bill, you was telling Tio Senior, and I'm pretty sure that you remember, you was talking about the tournament, and I think he was kind of like in his feelings. He did say, yeah, I'll fight you for the 4 million. And because you was talking about that he was ducking from the tournament, and he was like, "Well, he was like, well, we left to go chase Loma and to go get the IBF from Richard Comey and everything," and then you was kind of like, "Yeah," and then he was like, "Are you telling me that I'm ducking your son?" And then so you was kind of like pushing his buttons, if you remember, you know what I mean? So he did say that. He did say, yeah. If you was like, if I get the 4 million, and he was like, yeah, I'll fight your son. We'll fight your son for 4 million. I'll talk to my son. I remember he did say that. But I think he was kind of like in his feelings at that time, because I think even he knows that he can't really make that decision. He ain't like you. He's not a boss like you. We had this conversation with you on Punch's channel, and I don't know if you remember me. I was the kid that was saying to you, you know, when you and Rapstar was getting into it on that panel too, and I was like, hey man, you know, you should forge your own, just like how Ryan Garcia is forging his own path, and Teo's taking his own path. Like, you could forge your own path by, you know, by fighting Jorge Linares or fighting Javier of Fortuna. So so I remember that day. So I do remember him saying that, but I think he even knew that he was out of pocket. Like, you like, does that make sense?
No, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, bro. You know, this thing. You know, I open up. You know what I mean, and I want to just be 100% fair with the Lopez's. I don't have anything against them. I don't have anything against the Garcias. But you know, as fans, I think sometimes the fans ride harder than the fighters. You know what I mean? When they say that, when he says that he's so much in the business, right? But then again, he won't acknowledge that Dave McWaters already came out and pointed the finger at Arum and said, Arum, if you wanted a more high-profile fight, we could have gotten a more high-profile fight and made a move at some of the elite fighters. And that's what he said, that he could have made it happen. Also, when Bob Arum, you know, when people say, oh, well, fuck Bob, you know, you can't just say that, man. You know what I mean? You're not even in the business to be just saying, well, fuck Bob and whatever he says. If Bob said on Barbershop Conversations that Devin was number 3 on the list to fight Teofimo Lopez, it was not George Kambosos. We said, who's going to fight next? He says, well, we're trying to get Ryan Garcia or Gervonta Davis. I said, come on, Bob. I mean, we didn't work for it. He says, well, then listen, if we don't get Ryan or we don't get Tank, we're going to be giving you a call. That happened. That's real.
That's a lie. Bob Arum also said that the mandatory's first, and if the mandatory doesn't come first, and then it will have to look at the opponents.
No.
Yes, he did. I'm going to put all the, okay, Bill Haney, I'm going to put all the videos up for everything you're saying. You're pushing me to put the video up, and I'm going to make sure tomorrow I will put all these documents up.
No, pull them up tonight.
Everybody got video, brother.
I will 100% put all these documents up. That Bob Arum has said.
Arum's had so many.
That Bob Arum said that
a
the
lot of things
mandatory
on
fight
Barbershop,
for
man.
Teofimo is
Bob
the
Arum
first
is the
fight.
one lying, Rapstar. That's who's lying. And
Who?
Teofimo Lopez, bro. He said he was going to send offer. So that's why he waited until his mandatory came up. So the man lied and colluded. His
but there's a lie. You guys are lying right now. Shall I tell you
his
why you're lying
manager
to
said
the
it,
boxing
bro.
world? Don't say
pull
this,
up what his
man.
manager said. Then, since you want to pull up stuff, pull up what his manager said.
The biggest lie. What's
no,
going
do me a
on right
favor.
now in boxing.
Pull up what David McWaters said.
Let me tell you what's the biggest
do that.
lie. Now
you don't want to do that. So
now
you don't want to
you
do
the
that.
biggest
Okay.
lie in boxing.
Don't duck that.
Okay,
Don't
let me
duck
tell
what
you what you
McWaters
better
said.
not duck.
Don't duck what McWaters said.
Hey,
because we calling out Lopez. You say he's so good.
Don't change
so let's
your
make it
attitude
happen.
because of Bill Haney,
You said
bro.
you want to see Devin Haney
Don't
prove
change your
himself.
attitude with
We
us
can
because
prove
of Bill
it.
Haney.
We can prove it with Teofimo Lopez. That's what we gonna
Don't be a fan, right? Because when Bill
exactly,
Haney did, you changing your
exactly,
attitude
bro.
with us, bro.
Because you don't want that fight.
Now, let me tell you the
Devin
real
gonna
truth.
beat his ass.
Let me tell
He gonna
everybody
beat his
the real
ass.
truth.
That's
Let me
what's
tell you
gonna
the
happen.
truth. The truth is Devin Haney has got the Linares fight. The only fight Eddie Hearn's going to make for him is Linares. There is no other fight for Devin Haney. Eddie Hearn has got the fight of
Ryan
Linares.
Garcia is mandatory.
So all this Lomachenko,
is mandatory. Ryan Garcia don't want to fight.
This is
what
just
about Ryan
bullshit,
Garcia
bro.
then?
Those fights are not going to happen. That's
what
just
about Ryan
clout
Garcia?
chasing.
Is mandatory.
The real fucking fight
exactly.
is Devin Haney and Linares. That's the real fight. What's going to happen?
What about Ryan Garcia?
The rest,
I just asked you a question, bro. Chill out. What about his mandatory Ryan Garcia?
Prove me fucking wrong. I
just asked you a question about Ryan Garcia.
Damn, Rapstar, you in your feelings.
No, but I'm keeping it real.
What about Ryan Garcia, bro?
The truth is, you're selling us something else, and the fight you're really making is Linares.
Right.
No, he's not lying. I
Come
can
on.
attest.
That's the
Bill
truth.
Haney has not lied about anything.
Yeah,
that
but
I
that's
heard.
the truth, isn't it, bro? Come
He
on.
hasn't lied about anything. Everything is
I'm
authentic.
just keeping it real, man.
Yeah, but I'm not a fan like you guys, bro. I keep it
Man,
real with Bill Haney.
no,
Bill
you're
Haney
not
respects me
you're
because he
not-
We
knows I
keep it
know
real.
my boxing.
Bill
real.
Haney knows we keep it real too.
Yeah,
What
but
he
you-
said
bro,
about the
guys,
barbershop
you acting like
interview with
fans,
Bob,
Teofimo
bro.
Lopez, bro.
Bob
Come on,
You're a
Arum.
man.
He's
Teofimo
telling you what
Lopez
Bob
fan.
Arum
What
I
are you
like to
saying?
keep it real, my brother. That's
Nah,
what rap stars known
Nah,
for.
you riding with Teofimo Lopez. That's
I'm
what
not
it is, bro.
riding with nobody. I'm
That's what
keeping
it
it
is,
real.
bro.
Bill Haney. The real fight that's going to happen for Devin Haney is Linares because that's all Eddie Hearn's going to make right now.
Okay. But the thing that I'm asking
So all
is,
this Lomachenko,
Rap
Teofimo,
star,
that fight wasn't
Rap
going to
star,
happen
can I ask you a
anyway.
question? Can I ask you a
Come
question?
on.
Can I ask
Yeah.
you a question?
Yeah, my brother.
Now someone was on there and I said, if I can go get the money from the zone. Now, that's what I said. Now, did Teofimo Lopez come after, and where's the offer that he said that he was sending over? Now, let me ask you this though. Is how come if you got to fight Kambosos, why would you say I'm going to send an offer to Devin and I'm going to send an offer to Kambosos, whichever one comes back with it first, if you have to fight Kambosos?
Now, you know, with this problem, when I spoke to the Lopez's a while ago, now I don't want to say too much, but Bill, they told me they got a problem.
Right.
Let me say this.
It's
They
right.
already told me, look, I'm going to reveal it. They told me they got a problem with Bob Arum a long time ago. So when this gentleman asked me this question about Bob Arum, they already said
So were
Bob Arum,
okay,
they
okay,
already told me that Bob Arum is screwing them over.
Okay,
right?
This
is why they didn't take the 1.2 million. They went against Bob Arum, and now they're cashing out $4 million.
Let me ask you this though:
Because they knew, that Bob Arum is fucking them, bro.
Okay,
they knew it.
Rap star. Were they?
And you know the people behind
Okay.
Teofimo Lopez
Okay.
who's
Were
been
they-
telling them about Bob Arum. Now, do you
Okay.
want me to reveal that? If you do, then I'm going to do it because I know you know who they are too.
Listen.
So
How
don't
did-
let us talk too much because I do
okay.
know shit, you know.
I
Go
know,
on,
but
bro.
listen, you ain't gonna get out of this work. Now listen.
Yeah, but I'm going to give you all the work.
Okay, listen. Okay, all right, I'm listening.
I'm going to give you all
listen,
the smoke,
listen.
Bill.
Okay, listen. Now, let me ask you this though, Rap Star. How was they going to send over an offer to Devin Haney, or were they capping?
They didn't have an offer for Devin Haney.
Okay. So they
That's
were
a lie they
capping.
told, though.
So
And
they
that's
were capping.
facts.
So
That's
they
the
were
lie they
capping.
told.
Yeah, but you guys have been capping as well because you ain't
No,
got an offer for them. Because you ain't got no offer for them. So they're playing you at your game. They're playing you at your game. Come on, Bill.
Okay,
You know I know how it works.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll let you finish. Now,
Hey, Bill, look,
let me talk.
They
Can
got to
I-
play
can I
you
talk?
at what
Can I
you're
talk?
playing them,
Okay.
bro.
Only thing I said was, if I talk to the zone, just like they could talk to Eddie Hearn, right? I would talk to Eddie Hearn about $4 million. I said, and we'll see. And they said, and when they ended up talking to him, they asked for 10 million. So me capping about talking to him and seeing, can I get something, right? We'll never know. Could I get something or not? But we definitely know that they were capping, right?
But you don't want the fight with them right now because Devin Haney injured his hand.
So-
He broke
so
his
let me-
fucking
okay.
hand.
So,
he was not ready
see-
for Teofimo
see,
Lopez.
I
You're
told
just
you-
making it
I told
sound
you-
good, bro.
I told
You're
you-
not
listen,
ready for Teofimo Lopez, Bill Haney.
Okay. Now,
Come on. You know that. And Devin knows that, bro.
Is that your opinion? Now, Rap
But
Star,
you
I'm gonna
know
ask
that. You
Okay,
know
Rap
that.
Star.
Look, you're
So do you
selling us
have
Gucci,
anywhere-
but the
do you have
shit's not
anywhere-
Gucci at the moment,
Rap
bro.
Star, do you have anywhere?
Come
that-
on.
That's your opinion that he's not
You
ready.
know
Do
I
have
know it.
anywhere- Do you have anywhere that we've said that we're not ready, or do you have any receipt to show that anyone has said that
That's
we're
why
not
you're
ready to
fighting
fight?
Linares, Bill, because you're not acting like champions. You're acting
Okay.
like prospects. Why
Okay,
would you
now-
fight a fighter who's not even
Okay.
in mandatory
Okay,
position?
now- Okay,
You're
now,
fighting a
do
guy,
you-
bro,
Do you
who's
back?
lost
Do you
5
have
fucking times.
anything?
He's
I
been
asked you
knocked out
again.
5
I
times.
asked you again.
Again,
right?
Linares is a
Because I knew
prospect
I was
way
going
of
to work
moving.
your
It's not
motherfucking ass
moving
over.
like a champion,
I knew I was
brother.
gonna cook. I knew I was gonna cook
You
your
shouldn't have
motherfucking
asked me
ass.
to cook because I
Period.
got to cook.
Yeah, I knew I was gonna cook your ass because
But you know you're not
what
cooking
you
with
will
me,
do,
bro.
What you will do is when you get somebody in the business that's willing to open up and talk about the business, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna blow it because you full of shit and all you do is talk shit, right? But you never back nothing up with
But I'm
receipts.
backing it up
That's
because
why
guarantee
you're
you,
a fraud.
watch
You're a
this.
fraud.
The next time I see you, Bill Haney, the fight you're going to have for Devin is Linares. It's no
Listen.
Lomachenko and it's nothing else, bro. You're
listen,
cooking this
no,
other shit to us.
listen,
But the real fight is already Linares, bro.
Well, Linares is
Come
Linares.
on. You
is
know I
Linares
know what's
a step
going
up?
on.
Is Linares a step up in competition for us?
For you, it is because you're a prospect. You're
Well,
not
listen,
acting like champions.
Well, listen. Well, all
You're
we got to
acting
do
like
is
prospects.
all we got to do is keep stepping up. And guess what? We don't worry about the criticism from you, right? If you don't have the
Bro,
fighter,
the real fight
for
you was Lomachenko.
Do you have
the
a
real
better
fight
fighter?
for Devin Haney was
Stop cutting him off,
Lomachenko.
Rap Star. Come on, bro.
No, listen.
All right, I'm sorry, go on.
No, he's a disrespectful motherfucker that don't got no business. I'm bringing.
I'm
my
the same
business to him.
motherfucker like you, motherfucker.
Come on, Rap Star. Let him talk, Rap Star.
get
Chill
real.
out, bro.
You a disrespectful motherfucker. Listen, and I give energy to the same people. However you give me the energy, I got the same energy for you. Now, do you have an opponent that's better than Linares for us to fight right now?
So that's what position you guys are in, that you can't get the Fortuna fight. You can't get the Nakatani fight. You can't get yourself the Lomachenko fight. So what the fuck are you guys doing? Why you guys have got the WBC title when you can't get the fights? Explain that to us.
I just asked you.
Explain that to me. Why are you a WBC champion when nobody respects to get the fights? Why can't you get the fights for us?
Because they don't want to fight Devin.
So why is Lomachenko calling you guys out a coward and saying that he's done business with Eddie Hearn already twice and he can do business the third time?
He's capping.
Because he's capping in the sense of you already heard that Bob Arum has come out and said that he wants us to fight, not this fight, but the next fight, come over there and fight. He doesn't want him to fight right now.
How much respect do you want us hardcore fans to give you after Linares?
You're not a hardcore fan.
I'm a hardcore motherfucking fan. I live for boxing.
Bro, hey, Rap Star, you just said you give Devin Haney credit if he beat Linares. Now
I can't say that that's a fight for him to be.
And now it's not a good fight.
That's
now
not
it's not a good
for
fight, man. Come on, man.
Lopez.
You tripping,
the real
bro.
fight for Devin Haney was
you tripping, bro. Hey, man, pass it around, bro.
Hey, Mr. Haney. Hey, Mr. Haney, can I ask you a question? Before I get off the hold on, Rap Star, hold on. Before I get off the panel, I just wanted to ask you a question, Mr. Haney. Do you remember the last time we was on Punch's channel and Punch was asking you, and this is what this is why I came on, because I wanted to see your approach on this, or just do you think that this is possible that it could be happening? And I'm not saying that this is like an excuse for Tio, because that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying at all. But I'm saying, do you remember when because I think he made a good point, like Devin and you are in a different situation as far as these other young fighters. A lot of these young fighters that are coming up, like T.O. that has a father as a trainer, or Ryan, or you, like, you guys are bosses. Like, you guys are your own promoters, you know what I'm saying? In a way. So do you remember when cause you see what happened with T.O. with this fight and how it had to go to a purse bid. So obviously there was a miscommunication somewhere, because he obviously wasn't in charge or in the talks of what was going on. Something got fucked up. And obviously we could see something got fucked up, because it ain't going all good in top rank. So do you think that a lot of the shit that goes on with, him fighting your son and stuff like that, that it could be like how they were saying, like, there's miscommunications that go on, because it's a lot easier for you because of the moves that you can make. You're in a lot of better position than a lot of these other guys. Do you understand what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
You know what the thing about it is that our fans, they ride for us and we ride, right? Teofimo has fans that ride for him, right? But they just don't back up everything that they say that they want to do. Right. This is not a fight that I said that this is two qualified guys that get in the ring and make a big fight. Right. You've never heard Devin say that it's not the kind of fight that the people want to see. Right. You've heard Teofimo Lopez said that he's not going to give it to us. He's not giving handouts. Right. You heard him say that he's going to send out contracts. Right. And he couldn't do it. So a lot of shit you just can't believe him or Rap Star. Next question.
Hey, listen, as an integrity of as a man, I go to a lot of channels all over the world, but as an integrity of a man, I don't want to be lied to. So I will stick up for myself.
You on this motherfucking line.
Let me tell you something, Bill.
One second. Hey, Rap Star.
What you do for boxing, bro?
Hey, listen, what you do for boxing, bro,
hey, Rap Star, go on mute, bro. Somebody
but
next,
as a
bro.
man,
I was
I'm
next,
not
bro.
going to be lied to for the integrity of me.
Hey,
You a
Rap
liar.
Who
Star.
I am, bro.
That's all you did. That's all. Wait a minute. Hold on.
And
That's
I will
all you
prove
did
every
did.
single
That's all
fact
you
because
did
this is
was lie.
recorded. I
Guarantee.
will
Listen,
prove
I
everything I
guarantee you
said
this.
is the
I
truth.
can pull up. I can pull up where you said that Linares is a great fight for Dev. Let's go. Now you come up and you flip flopping and saying it's not. You're a
No,
liar.
no.
You're a liar.
Don't, let's
You're a
not go
liar.
Hey,
there.
Rap
Now,
Star,
Hey,
chill,
but
bro.
you know,
Come on, man. Hey,
you know
man,
what's
chill
going
out, Rap
on.
Star, bro. You
what I
tripping,
said
dog.
about Linares.
Hey, go ahead, JFL, bro.
This was going on with.
Real quick. Hold on, real quick, bro.
If you're not going to
Crookie.
let me speak,
Hold
bro, I'm
on,
going to
bro.
come to
Hold
Go
another
on,
ahead,
bro.
room
bro.
and I'll
Go
catch
ahead,
Bill
Rap
bro.
later,
Star.
H.
You already
Bar,
been
Go ahead.
rambling long enough,
bar,
bro.
I can go if you
You
want.
go on mute. Nah, you go on mute.
No, fuck you. You go
You
on
go
mute.
on
Chill
mute,
out,
bro.
I'm
Rap
talking
Star,
to
bro.
Bill.
Chill out,
Bill's
bro.
talking to me.
Put that
Hey,
casual
chill
on
out,
mute.
Rap Star, bro. It ain't about
He
you,
don't
bro.
want
Fraud on
no
mute.
Rap
Hey,
Star
if you
gonna
want me
cry.
to
He
leave,
Just
bro,
chill
let me
out,
Yeah,
bro.
go,
fraud
Go
on
ahead,
mute,
go
bro.
ahead,
and I'll
JFL,
chop it up
bro.
with Bill
I'm
later.
next, bro. You already been rambling your casual rhetoric for too
See,
long,
I ain't
bro.
got time to talk to
Rap
the
Star,
side
you
chicks.
dip
Yeah, I
off.
bet
I
you
come to
run.
talk
Dip
to
I
Bill
off.
bet you
Haney.
run.
I haven't come to
Dip
talk
I
off.
to the
bet you
fans.
run.
I haven't come to talk to the side bitches.
I
I don't
bet
want
Now,
you
to
what I
talk
run.
to
say
the
is
side
this.
bitches. I talk to the
Go,
Rap
real
go
Star,
put
you
people.
that
ain't got no
energy.
I
respect,
bet
I
you
don't
bro.
want
Go
to
run.
put
talk
that
to
Hey,
the
Rap
side
energy.
Star, come
bitches,
on,
bro.
man. You
I'm
tripping
not
out,
here for
bro.
the side
Go put that
Respect,
bitches.
bro.
energy
I'm here
on
for
that
the
Chill
real
out,
poor
Rap
ass
ones.
Star,
Fun
bro.
Junkie channel,
You
bro.
doing
Yeah.
too
If
much
you're
He
gonna
right
trying to
now,
speak to
run.
man.
me, speak to
You
me
You
doing
trying to
too
properly.
run
much.
like
Chill out, bro.
Teofimo.
Chill
You
out,
trying
Rap
to
Crookie
Star,
run like
bro.
Bookie,
Teofimo.
Rap Star, Crookie
Chill, bro.
Bookie, Rap Star. You a joke, bro. You a joke.
You the biggest
Rap
joke,
Star.
Hey,
motherfucker.
chill, Rap Star, bro.
Hey, he's got to respect me, bro.
Now,
He's
Nah,
gonna
like
get
you
the
You
said
chill,
trying to
bro.
earlier,
run,
vote.
Rap
like you
Star.
said, hold on, bro.
Hold
Like
up,
you said earlier,
Rap Star, bro. You
Rap
doing too
Hey,
Star,
much,
listen, I
bro.
come for
Chill,
respect
Rap
man.
from
You
you,
Star,
gotta
H
show
Money,
Rap
respect,
and
bro.
I
Star.
come for Bill
You're
You
not
got
Haney.
being
stomach
respectful
And
squeeze
you
right
guys
now,
don't
Rap
want me
Star.
here.
fool.
You
I'll be
cussing nonstop.
talking,
You
and
Rap
I'm
doing
gonna
all of that,
cook on
bro.
another
You got
channel.
stomach
Man, chill, bro.
screaming
Stop
for
cussing,
good.
bro.
Well,
You put
tell him
that
to
casual
start
on
Chill,
mute.
bro.
respecting me,
You
bro.
Put that fraud
disrespectful,
on
bro.
mute.
Chill,
Put that
bro.
fraud on mute. That's what I
Chill,
said.
bro.
You know how Rap Star
You out
be
of
on
line, bro. You
channel
out of
panel,
pocket, bro.
channel hopping ass Rap
Hey,
Star.
bro, you're a troll.
You know, hold
Nah,
Nobody
on, bro.
chill.
believes you, you bitch.
Chill,
You
bro.
know how he said to you, Ace Money, where he said, bro, I keep the same energy on other panels and other channels because I'm a buzz. Man, miss me with that, you crookie bookie Rap
Man, I've
Star.
never spoke
Go
to you,
push that,
Hey,
go
motherfucker.
push
Who are
chill.
that,
you?
go
Who
push
are
your
you?
false narrative
Who are
elsewhere,
you?
bro. It's 10
Who are
toes down,
you?
Team Haney
Rap
on this
Star
time.
want to
You
run.
heard me?
Nobody knows you, bro.
Rap Star
Hey,
You
want to
false
chill,
run.
Rap
narrative
Star, bro.
pusher,
Come
bro.
Hey,
on,
Rap
man.
Star,
Like I
Bill
said,
Haney
you want to
doesn't.
you
run.
This
tell
is embarrassing,
Teofimo,
You a
man.
runner.
You
this is what
got
I'm
these
saying,
guys
bro.
speaking
This is
for
what I'm
Bill
saying.
Haney. This is
You a
We
embarrassing
runner.
know
for
after
Bill
that
Haney.
fight with
You
Lomachenko,
guys are
hold on, bro.
embarrassing
We
Bill
know
Haney
that
Hey,
fight.
anyway.
chill, bro.
Hold
You,
on,
hey,
You
bro.
guys
Rap
are
Star, you out
Put
of
embarrassing
that
pocket,
Bill
casual on
Haney
bro.
in
mute,
Chill out,
London
bro.
right
Rap
now.
Star, bro.
Put that
I'm
casual
putting
on
you
mute.
in
That's
the backstage,
embarrassing
bro.
Bill
Put that
Haney
Chill
right
out,
casual
now.
on
bro.
mute.
You out of
Put that
pocket, bro.
casual on mute.
I
You out
knew
of
he
Hey,
was
pocket,
gonna
Rap
run.
Star,
what's
bro.
going
You
on,
gotta be
fellas?
respectable, bro.
Hey,
Put that
I
casual
just
on
want to
mute,
say two
bro.
or three things. I just want to
Nah,
say two
bro.
or
I
three
was next, bro. I
things.
wasn't even done, bro. Hold up. Crookie Bookie, Rap Star. That's what I'm
He
saying
out
to
of
you.
pocket, bro.
Keep that same energy on them other panels, bro. Make sure you mention Teofimo Lopez, who's official duck. And he ducked Devin Haney, bro. Reason why you got that Lomachenko fight, because you avoided Devin Haney. Lomachenko avoided Devin Haney at all costs. Just like Teofimo pre-planned duck his official duck. He said eventually, right? Well, you got your opponent in front of you. You had Lomachenko. Well, most people said that was a draw. But where that run back at though? Right? So you know the opponent next that was on your mind. You even said his name. You said Devin the Dream Haney. That was the next fight. Now we gonna say beat the man to beat the man. Well, listen, you gotta get in the ring with Devin Haney too. And Devin Haney will beat the man that will beat the man. But Teofimo is an official duck. That's just factual facts. Now, Rap Star, Crookie Bookie, you go tell who sent those a ducker Teofimo Lopez punch drunk enough to keep it consistent because he's been schooled already. Factual facts are non-rebuttal. And Teofimo Lopez, your official duck. Period, non-rebuttal. Now, if you want that smoke with Devin Haney and make that happen, but obviously he's saying 3 to 5 years later. So who's stalling? We know Devin Haney free smoke. We know Devin Haney wants Lomachenko first. Fortuna first. Teofimo Lopez next. So rap star, wrap it up. It's a rap for you, rap star. It's a rap. Real rap.